finna get Country on there?
Hey,
you gonna
man.
get Country on that hood hour?
Hey,
Yeah.
man,
You gonna put him on there?
Country's
Yeah.
already
Country,
on there.
man.
I already been on there.
He need episode 2.
Episode 2.
This your girl Naomi Da Vinci, and you is right here with the one and only Hood Hierarchy. You already know.
Oh man, look, man, OG Tulo, man, the Coke Talker Houston. You know what I'm saying? 8 times, man, dirty size, man. You know, this what it is, man. You know, rocking with my boy, Uncle Beats.
First of all, yo, salute to everybody in the building, man. This Jap City TV, y'all already know what's going on. Bandana Road, East Side Legend. I'm in this boy with Hierarchy, with my boy Uncle Beach. Y'all already know what's going on. East Side Chicago, West Side Chicago, low end, Wild Hunters. Acknowledge me. Let's get up, man. Let's talk about it, man.
Yo, y'all, this Hood Hierarchy. This your girl Star with 3 R's. Y'all got it. This the best platform for the artists.
That we gonna start with the South Side, where GDs and BDs and Blackstones don't coincide. So let me be your tour guide. So when you in a certain area, you will know what that hood ride.
How you doing, Two Sweets? How you doing?
Hey.
Good to have you here. If somebody was trying to be a guest on the Gangster Chronicles, what's the qualification?
Man, just have an interesting story, man. That's how we made our name, man. We really made our name off of just having interesting people on, dog.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, dog, I'd rather talk to an interesting person than a celebrity any day, dog.
There we go.
Any day. So if you got something interesting,
I was on the Gangster Chronicles, so I guess I'm interesting, people.
Yo, what up, people? Y'all tapped in with President Sly, Hood Hierarchy. Y'all checking out, you know what I'm saying? Unc right here. Stay tuned. Buffalo, New York in the building. Aye.
Okay, so it is what it is. I am that girl, Olivia. This is Hood Hierarchy with Uncle Beats. Make sure you guys remember to look in the mirror and tell yourself that you are absolutely amazing. No matter what anybody says, you got this. Yes, life gets hard and it may knock you on your feet, but guess what? You'll jump right back up because why? Weebles wobbles, but we don't fall down.
All right, it's your boy Lil Matt. Shout out Hood Hierarchy, Uncle Beats, salute all the way from St. Mark, Mississippi.
What's the hood?
Brooklyn, New York, Tampa, Florida, Ybor City. What up?
This your boy Snap G, and you tapping in with Snap G and Uncle Beats on Hood Hierarchy, Mobcast. Tune in, hit the like, hit the share. You know what I'm saying? If you don't hit the share, your front door, I will be there.
Everybody that go on YouTube right quick and subscribe to Hood Hierarchy. ASAP. Subscribe to Hood Hierarchy. ASAP. Now play that music, DJ.
Yo. It's about to go down. Okay, it's real simple. If y'all don't know what this is, first of all, get in the comments, drop your city, drop your state, drop your hood, let us know what's good. Get in your comments, hit that at followers, all that, at highlights, all that good stuff. But hey, it's the Hood Hierarchy, Mobcast, and it's me, Uncle Beast, in the streets like white lines on the corner like a stop sign. If you want us to be all right, hit that like. If you care, hit that share. If you want us to survive, hit subscribe. If you want us to do well, hit the bell. If you're really on it, leave a comment. And if you really want us out there trapped, drop some on that Hood Hierarchy Cash App. Shouts out to everybody that donate. It's going down. I got a new up-and-coming director in the building. And he's not just making movies. He's making classics. He going all the way. His films is nice. We finna talk about it. I'm not gonna hold y'all up too long. I'm gonna give y'all a second to get in here live with us, cause I like y'all. So after I wrote the intro, we going straight in when I get back. Hood Hierarchy, Mobcast. Every single episode, man, we gonna give them a little background.
I know how I feel because I done been through that 1,000 times.
Lovely ghetto you, beautiful ghetto you.
made so much doing that. I started taking that money throwing the concerts.
It's your boy, Project Pata, Hood Hierarchy, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, look, man, if it ain't in the hood, man, it ain't on here.
Hey, this your boy Mario Cannon, man. And you rocking with Hood Hierarchy. You already know what's going down.
Team Pretty P stand up. It's a wrap. Tune in.
It's Deli Dale. And whenever I got time and I'm relaxing and I'm chilling, I don't give a damn if I'm laying in the bed with you. I'm checking out Hood Hierarchy. And it's just that simple, just that easy.
It's 7 Up, man, straight from Brooklyn. I want y'all to check my boy out, Uncle Beats, Hood Hierarchy. Get the dopest interviews, the dopest content, the dopest platform, straight from Chi-Town, man. You know what it is, man. We representing Uncle Beats, Hood Hierarchy. That's the highest of prestige. Get it? You already know. That's on game. You heard?
One, what's happening? This the one and only HD president, Mr. Bow Bow Bow. This is Hood Hierarchy checking in. I'm signing out. HD4, Bow Bow Bow.
Yeah, it's gonna get funky like a monkey in here, boy. It's gonna go down. So, you know, everybody who's looking to get into filmmaking, acting, being an entrepreneur, here's your chance to advance. So I'm not gonna hold it up too much longer. But right now, I'm finna bring to y'all. This man is the director, the writer. He's the he puts the money up. He cooks the food. It ain't nothing he don't do when it comes to these movies, man. Hey, I want y'all to give it up for my guy. I really mean this when I say it. My guy, Jason, Dayton's best kept secret. You know, we here. What's going down, Big J? How you feeling, player?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. Appreciate you having me on here, bro.
Man, I see you doing the run. You know, when I heard you was gonna be on the Gangster Chronicles, I had to tap in. You know, I gotta admit, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Oh, before I get going, I forget. Get in the comments, drop your city, drop your state, drop your hood. If this your first time here, don't think I'm being rude to my guests. If I go read the comments, that's the streets. We had to check in with the streets because the streets is who make us. I want to say this. I've been talking to you for a minute about your movies, right? But people always call me when they're making movies. But when I really went and looked, I'm like, wow, this dude got some heavyweights. You got Murder Pain in your movies. You got Gravy, Michael Blackson, Clifton Powell. You got Teacher from Belly and Bronx Tale. That's just to name a few. Then your cartoon series. You got all the rappers on your cartoon series. Fasizon Love on the Big Bone. Then you got the Fentanyl series. So with that being said, like I usually have to just go into trending topics, but you are a trending topic. So with that being said, the first movie, Got My Bag Up. Tell us what that's about and where we can find it at.
Yeah, got my hustle up. Yeah.
Oh, my man, got my hustle up, ENT too also. Come on.
Nah, here. Yeah. That was my first one, man. You can find it on Tubi and Amazon Prime. That's the one that you was referring to with Murder Pain and Jamal Woolard. Got the Double Dose Twins, Bambi from Love and Hip Hop, Michael Blackson, a lot of stars from my own city, Dayton, Ohio. And that just turned into an instant classic for real. My dude Boo Pop, he starred in that with me.
Yeah, he did good. What made you go like your first film? What made you go like with the big names out the gate?
Man, it really was just I couldn't really get people in my city at first to be a part of none of my movies. Right. So I reached out to my guy Peso. He was doing the videos in my city, and my guy Bupac and my guy Darnay, they was doing the comedy in my city. So I'm like, man, I grew up with Darnay, so I'm like, man, I'm trying to put them in position as far as doing this scene with Michael Blackson. And that was the first scene that I did was with Michael Blackson. Wow. And after that, I had started putting together the script, and I ran into Jamal Woolard out of town. I ran into him 2 separate times, and the second time I got his information, and he just told me like, man, send him the script, but I ain't had no script done. So all I had was the scene with Michael Blackson. So I put together a script, and I took like ideas from like 2 or 3 different movies that I had, and I just combined it all into one, so I could make a script. And shit, Jamal Willard, I knew him from the movie Biggie, but he wasn't all the way, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't as big as he is now. So that Michael Blackson was like the most famous, all of them. And I had met him at a comedy show at Funny Bone, and I ended up convincing him to be a part of it. And I just told him he ain't had to leave his room. Like, man, you can just stay in your hotel room.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's how I did his scene. I came to his hotel room and shot his scene, told him he ain't had to leave. And you know what I'm saying? I was able to pay him the bread he wanted and made that happen. And then like Murder Pain, I had just a character in my script that just said Jack Boy. And I was trying to figure out somebody in my city to play it, but I just ended up seeing the movie 211. So I'm like, man, let me just reach out to one of these niggas and see if I can get one of them. And they hit me back. And I was the first person to ever book Murder Pain, like out of side of Detroit at the time. This is like 2016 when I did that. So
that was smart, man.
I had the movie.
Around movie guy, so you did smart.
Yeah, it was meant to be, man. That's why I tell people it was all meant to be, because like I said, they both wasn't as big as they are now, and they ain't even know each other or know who each other was like that. We all knew who Jamal Willard was, but like Murder, he wasn't as big as he was.
Jamal Willard is still big though. He definitely.
He way bigger now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now he was big to us then, so that's what I'm saying. But he wasn't like I think like he had the movie Biggie, so everybody knew him from that, so he was big. But I feel like now he's bigger than he was then. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people was talking down on him because he was getting them Tubi movies, but he was able to turn that to where he like the king of that Tubi movie stuff. So he was able to turn it up and really eat off that. So me and him real close. He done ate in my mama's house before she passed away and everything. Met my kid. My mama, I done had in my city like 4 or 5 times. So that's a good friend of mine. Like I consider him a friend for sure.
Man, you just really be everywhere networking. The last time I seen you was in Atlanta with Good Romeo and HD for President, Mac Daddy Sean Ross from Ohio. But yeah, you was already in the VIP already. I ain't had to get you in.
Yep. I had seen Ha Davis out there too. I got him in one of my movies, man.
Ha Davis.
Him and his manager Envy. Yeah, I ran into them out there too. So yeah, I always just be trying to network, and all my networking paying off to where I network with you and different people to where I'm running into y'all out of town. So it's all, man, been working how I need to work.
Yeah, man, that's really dope. We got them checked, man. You got the streets going crazy, man. I don't know what you done. We got Kilo Greedy from Crucial Conflict is in the building. They're at church. I gotta plug you with them, man. We gotta get them in some more. Kilo was actually in Belly.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah. I got some. Yeah, I got Jay Paris. He was in Belly too.
What role he played?
He was one of the brother. Remember they was at the table with DMX and he shot his brother. Yeah, he the one that shot his brother. Yeah, I just had him in my new movie Down to a Dollar.
Okay, yeah, we got you by them. Jasmine Rain said, "Welcome to your DBKS." Showbody in the building. Corey Wright, Showbody got OGs and Young Guys podcast. I'm tripping. Y'all got to check it out. I don't know what the technical difficulty is, y'all. We got to work with it. Corey Wright, the top dog in the building. D Smooth, who's in the new movie Candy Store by Will Gates, said he's from New York. John Richardson in the building. Shouts out to Sean Richardson. He said, my brother. Portia Morrell in the building. Uh-oh, there go Tony Mary. You bringing in the all the hot shots, man. Shark Life Ventures in the building, Dayton, Ohio.
Yeah, that's my dog.
Sean Richardson is tagging everybody like everybody should be doing. Shouts out to you, Sean. He say he was the bootleg man, so he sold all the hood movies. Thanks for the promo. Thanks for the promo. Top guest Jackie in the show. She said, "Heck yeah, Bone Thugs was just here in the yard singing about Bone Thugs." Yeah, he got busy in there. T Smooth say, "Put me in a movie, coach." I'm sure tap you. Well, y'all see how they contact him right now, so I'll put in a word for you, T Smooth. Coconut said a salute. Who's my bad? Mikey Davis in the building. Big Six said hood evening, and Coconut said salute to all the watchers in Ohio. That's right, salute to Ohio. Yeah, you got me going crazy. Everybody saying put me in a movie. Y'all got to audition, man. This is a real director. So I'm listening to the soundtrack. Got my hustle up. Are you on them songs?
Yeah. I'm on probably about 50% of the songs on there. Then the other half is like people from my city. So all my movies, I'm on majority. Got my hustle up. I was about half. On my other movies, I'm on a little bit more. Like my cartoon, almost all those songs is me on the cartoon. Is doing that. And then I always try to add people from my city though. But yeah, I'm on always at least about half of those tracks.
So you get double paid, huh? You got the same and the movie. So let me ask you, because you definitely trying to help me with it, but I always want to transition into movies when I was doing music. What made you just go ahead and do it?
Man, like I did my first movie in like 2010. I was really trying to learn how to shoot music videos. And I was already doing my music videos. I was putting like storylines into them, but I was having other people film them. So I was trying to shoot a video for my cousin, and I had them do like a little acting scene before the video was gonna start. And when I got ready to edit it, I couldn't line the rapping part up. I couldn't line the words of the mouth to make it look right. But the acting part at the beginning, I was able to put that right. So I'm like, well, shit, I can at least make a movie then. And I did that. That was like 2010, and I finished in 2011. And around that same time, I ran into Busy Bone and did a song with him called "You Can't Tell Me Nothing." And
We lost him. It ain't my fault. I don't know what happened. He coming back. He coming back. He coming back. He coming back. There we go. There we go. We lost you. You left off at the song with Busy Bone.
You can hear me good?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but yeah. I had a song with Busy Bone called "You Can't Tell Me Nothing," and I was making it a short film. And we got the trailer. We shot part of it, the trailer on YouTube. If you put in "You Can't Tell Me Nothing," you'll find the trailer on there with me and Busy Bone. And my guy who was filming it, he had a loss in his family, and his brother passed away, and he ended up losing the footage, unfortunately. So I ain't never even released that short film. So I had already been on the movie stuff since like 2010, but I ain't started working on Got My Hustle up to 2016. But I was already doing the music. When my engineer died, who was recording my music, I just like, man, fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and I ain't had nobody record me, so I'm like, man, I'm about to just go all in with this movie stuff.
So how did you learn how to write a script though?
I mean, I ain't necessarily know how to write it. I just was Man, I just was already a lot of this stuff. When I'd already started working on my first movie, I was freestyling and just doing stuff. So, and then when I started one, that was in 2010, 2011. So then I'm like, man, I'm about to do a movie about pest control, about me doing these bed bugs, because that's what I was doing. Then I started going through stuff with child support. I'm like, man, I'm about to do a movie about child support. Then I was like, man, I was going through shit in the streets, man. I'm like, man, I'm about to do some shit about some gangster shit and shit about some weed and shit about the shit I'm doing in the streets and shit, different stuff like that. So I just had different ideas that I wanted to do. And like I said, when I did the scene with Michael Blackson, I'm like, that was like the pest control shit, like, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't know what I was gonna do. But then when Jamal Willis said send him a script, I ain't know what to do. So I'm like, man, I'm just gonna take the idea for the child support, the idea for the bed bug shit, the idea for the gangster shit, and I just combined it. And a lot of that shit was just real life stuff that that I went through. And then like I had to like my first movie, I ain't really scripted out. Like I just made up a lot of stuff, and I was just picking people's names that I knew, like people I knew. Like when I was making the script, I was just thinking my dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I just put his name, and I just started making shit. So I was just really trying to get something done to send to Jamal Willard. And then when I started filming, I started adding stuff. I had, like, you know what I'm saying? I like even like Bambi from Love and Hip Hop. She wasn't even in the movie. I just she from Dayton or something like that. She was gonna be in town. She got some family here in my city, and they had like a flyer with her on there. They like, man, Jay, you should get her in the movie. I'm like, man, I'm about to hit her up. So I hit her up, and she said she'd film with me that day. I ended up getting her in there, and I made her my baby mama and added that in there with the child support. You know what I'm saying? And was able to tie. So it all just worked out. Then like the double dose twins, my little cousin was locked up, and I was sending him like pictures on JPay. And this was like I was just got on Instagram, and Instagram I was seeing all these bad bitches on there. I'm like, I came across these twins. I sent them to my little cousin, like, man, these are the type of bitches I'm gonna get in my movie next time. And then I swear to God, as soon as I got off Facebook, as soon as I got off JPay, I got on Facebook and seen a flyer that the double dose twins was gonna be in my city that same night. So I'm like, man, this gotta be meant to be. So I went to the club that night and I hollered at them, and they wasn't even really trying to do it and shit. They manager, he like, cause I already had the movie almost done. I already had the trailer and everything. He done convinced them to do it. I went to their hotel room at 2 a.m. and filmed them scenes for that movie. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah, well, it was really like 3 a.m. I had to get my cameraman, wake him up. Had to wake my guy Bupak up. Cause they ain't know what I did. They wasn't even planning on filming. I just had it. I set it all up like 3 a.m. We got done at like 5 a.m.
That's
So it
real
was like,
genius. How you know, like, make it happen now. That's how I am. When people tell me they gonna do something, I get right on it. I don't say, well, in 30 days, like
yeah.
that's real genius how you get right on it. But you know, me and my daddy was watching Got My Hustle, right? Now when they doing shootouts, so to say, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are they just naturals, or do you tell them how they need to be looking when they pull up? We when we saw them pulling up, we like, it's gonna go down. So it's just like, do you tell them like how you want them to be? Like, how does that work?
Man, a lot of them like somewhat like I just tell them to give them the direction. But even like when my first movie Got My Hustle Up, like that was my first one, so I just was really giving people like the roles I knew they could play. And I even in my Fit Now series, when I'm working with my people in my city, I get them to play roles I know it's gonna come off easier for them. So a lot of the people that was playing like the street type gangster roles was people that I knew that could pull it off that was in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like my one guy, my dude Mike Lansky, RIP to him, he ended up getting killed like not too long after making the movie, and he one of the people that raised up at the back of the pickup truck shooting at people. So I had him doing a couple scenes. He was like Murder Payne's right hand man in the movie. But it's a lot of people in that movie passed away. It's probably like 10, 15 people that's in that movie that died since the movie came out. So it was just man, it was meant to be how I put it together. But yeah, I started using
We got several going on. So But before we go any further, man, we gotta screen you. We screen everybody, you know. So with that being said, what city and state are you from, and what's your hood in your state?
Man, I'm from Dayton, Ohio. My hood that I mainly rep Five Oaks, but I've been in every city, I mean every hood in my city, so I really rep the whole city. Like I be everywhere. Like I'm somebody that's people think I'm from all type of hoods and shit. But I went
Right.
to so I'll be moving around everywhere. But
What
you
high
know,
school did you go to?
I went to Trotwood Madison.
Right, with Madison.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. People think I went to Meadowdale and Dunbar, and other people think went to Jefferson. I'm in like different people yearbooks because I was like skipping school and moving all over and shit like that when I was younger. So I always been the same, like make just networking. I was networking before I knew what networking was. Going to all the different schools, skipping school, going to doing all type of different stuff. So that's how
Right.
I made a name for myself.
Now I'm from Chicago, right? The greatest city in the world, you know. But but people are under the impression, you know, I've been to Dayton. Shout out to my guy Doc Frank. Shout out to YI. People are under the impression that small cities like that, it ain't grind. It's just like Chicago to me, I promise you. So it's like how does it feel for you to be the person that's giving us a visualization of Dayton, how it really get down? Because it's like when I watch your movies, it can happen anywhere. You know, it can happen anywhere. You know, it's like to me, it's real genius. But like, what was it like growing up in Dayton? Tell us.
Man, Dayton in my city, I love my city, but you know what I'm saying? Everybody know my city like probably like a lot of people feel like that, like my city like a hating city to where a lot of motherfuckers don't support and want to see you win in my city. And that was kind of like the thing that I was going through growing up to where wasn't nobody support me. Everybody was looking down on me. But I was just staying consistent and kept on pushing, kept on going to where people literally seen me come from nothing, like staying consistent over 15, 20 years to where I was able to gain these motherfuckers respect and love and shit because they seen I demanded my respect and shit, how I moved and shit, how I made a way for myself and was in every hood, like I said, even if I wasn't from there, I was moving how I was moving. And like with making these movies, I take pride in representing my city and shit. I know how my city is. My city a gangster town, a drug city. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? On some shit like that to where they don't support too many, but they support me because they know I represent this motherfucker well. They know I'm just like them. They know I'm in the streets and they know what I'm about. So it's like, should I take pride in that? Because I know ain't no dirt on my name or no bullshit on my name. So my city proud to have me being somebody that represented. So that's the main thing. Like with all my movies, I make sure I show how it is in the city, but I make sure my shit quality and my shit gonna be a good representation of the city to where I ain't putting out no bullshit to where everybody be saying Detroit and all these different cities putting it down on this movie shit. I'm putting it down to where my city proud to say, nigga, we got our own movies that we got coming out and our shit on the same level as y'all shit are better. You feel me? So
Yeah, you making a menace to society for your city. Yeah, I get it. But he got more than that, John. And I saw my guy Sean Richardson said, "Are you and Criminal Man gonna work together?"
Yeah, Criminal Man, that's my dog. I mean, I already worked when I got him in he had put me in Afghanistan. I was in
Right.
that. If you watch his movie Afghanistan, I'm actually in that. I played Dante. Then he actually just
Oh,
came.
in this Criminal Man movie.
Yep. I'm in that. And then I just had him come to Dayton. He just came to Dayton and did my series Fitnall. So he's in my series Fitnall. They about to come out, and I'm about to go to Memphis to be in his series called Kingpin. So me and him, we basically done joined forces. You feel me? So the
Wow.
Dayton and Memphis.
Producer said I didn't finish screening you. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry, they be getting on me. So if somebody come to Dayton and they want some hood food, I mean hood, man. I mean like you got to be like, is it safe to be here? What would you send them to? Only way I can get something in Dayton. What would you send?
So hood food. Shit, the best food. I'm gonna send them. If I send them somewhere, I'm gonna send them on James H. McGee to this place called the Buddha Bowl. to my nigga Hassan spot. You feel me? Yeah, right there on James H. McGee, right at the corner, right there by
What
Third
kind of
Street.
food is that?
Shit, they got all type of shit. They got tacos, chicken. They like a melting pot of people. They got a lot of different food and shit. They be selling and
Right.
shit. We be having like kind of like chicken tacos. That's what I get, chicken tacos and shit like that. But they got another spot. They got like the Jamaican and Haitian food in there too on the other side. But then they be having like cakes and stuff. They got people making chicken in there. They got a lot of different shit in there.
They gonna get you right then. Okay.
Whatever you need. They got somebody making smoothies, healthy smoothies and shit. They doing a little bit of everything in there.
Well, I can't just ask you your top 3 rappers. You gotta give me your top 3 films too, besides yours. So, however you want to go. If you want to go with the rappers that inspired you, you can go. If you want to go with the films, however you want to do it.
Top 3 films that I fuck with is I know like Menace to Society is one. Probably like Above the Rim. That's another one that I fuck with. Then another one of my favorite movies is Blue Hill Avenue.
Okay.
I don't know if people hip to that, but yeah.
Oh, Blue Hill was classic.
Yeah, I like a lot of classic type movies and shit. Belly. I got a lot of movies that I like. That's why I like a lot of the movies that I grew up watching. I got a lot of those actors in my movies and shit now. So that's
I was just about to say, how does it feel to be real close to having MCA in something? Because he ain't really been in nothing else. So like,
you said who?
To have MCA about to work with you on something like, you gonna make a role for him, or you got something already?
Shit, hell yeah, shit. I got something for him being for sure. Hell yeah.
Okay, yeah, you know they was talking about it, so I
Oh
know
no.
that's
Yeah, I definitely want to do that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, you know he a legend for sure.
Yeah, that'd be dope to see him. Like I say, we always be talking about movies and stuff, and then boom, you hit. So yeah, that's great. What about rappers? Who you mess with?
Rappers growing up, shit, I was fucking with like Tupac and I fucking with like T.I., Bootsy and shit like that growing up. You feel me? Soldier Slim, people like that, Pimp C. A lot of the people I was fucking with, but Bone Thugs and Harmony was my favorite rappers growing up on the group side. That's why I started rapping and all that shit because of Bone and Twister, shit like that. So I was.
Oh man, so you
Yeah. I got a song with Twister.
You always tapped in, man. So
Yeah.
y'all, it's a bunch of stuff to this guy. I'm telling y'all. That's why I just had to get straight to it with him.
Yeah. I got a song with Twister, Busy Bone, Project Pat, Pastor Troy,
Oh,
Lil
you
Trip.
You got all types. Oh man. Well, since I mentioned Chicago, you've been to Chicago more than once. What's one of your first business endeavors that you came to Chicago?
Yeah. My first one that would have been when I came when 100K Track, which is King Von and YNW Melly's manager. He flew me to Chicago for a meeting with King Von and him about doing the Crazy Story movie for King Von. So that was the movie. I had already put the script together, but when they flew me out there, like they had called me like a couple months before that, and I put together the script, sent it to them. They looked it over. They liked what they had read. So, but they like when I put it together, I put it like in my own lingo, like you know what I'm saying, like Dayton type talk. They like, man, we want you to come to O Block. Well, they said they want me to come to Chicago, so I can hear how they talk. So I didn't know where I was gonna be going, but when I end up coming to Chicago, man, I end up being there. I got there early in the daytime. They flew me out there, got me a rental, and I was just there sightseeing somewhat, waiting for them to call me about this meeting. And I end up just moving around, going downtown and looking around and waiting for them to respond, but they didn't respond till probably like 9 at night. And then they end up hitting me up to go to O Block. Well, they sent me the address, and when I got off the highway, when I seen the 63rd exit, I knew where I was going to. But it was it was a great experience for me and shit. But like I tell people, like when I left, I ain't know what to expect. So I did tell my kids and my mom and shit, everybody like shit. I love them just in case something was to happen and shit. But I knew this was like a
You
life
was
change.
solo?
Yeah, I went by myself. Yeah. Didn't nobody want to go for real. Like didn't nobody like you know what I'm saying. I ain't want to. At the time, I knew I ain't want to put nobody in danger. You feel me? Because I would have took my main cameraman with me and shit, but it was just some shit like that to where like I ain't know what to expect. And
Well, he was smart.
yeah,
So, so you was in O Block with your camera.
I just was in there with my phone. But when I came
Oh,
there, yeah, but I had already wrote the script and everything, so they wanted me to
all
hear.
right. You was going to do some
They just
research,
want, yeah, they
right?
just wanted me to hear how they was talking, so I could change up some of the dialogue to where they were saying like on phone and them and more or less talking like how they talk and shit in the
Which was
script.
smart. Which was smart. I hate when I see movies like 50 Cent.
Yeah.
And I'm rep Chicago right now. I'd be like, man, they can't get
Yeah.
no on how we talk. You know what I'm saying? So that was smart.
Yeah. So that's what I was down there doing, and just really, at the time, King Von was on probation or something, so he couldn't be in no scenes with like the guns and shit like that. So like the main character, he wasn't gonna play the main character. So I was really trying to figure out which one of his people that was gonna end up, you know what I'm saying? Basically how I was gonna cast and who I was gonna, within his people, which ones I was gonna make the main people and shit like that. So I really was just interacting with them, chilling, seeing how they talking and all that shit, just chilling like I was one of them for real for 2 days.
Did you meet any other guys that was arrested for the murder of FBG Duck?
Yeah. I was with all of them. Yeah, hey, that's one of them. When I the week they flew me down there in August, and the day that I got down there, the first day that when I got down there, it was actually FBG Duck's funeral. So the first day I was there was his actual funeral. That day that I got there, and then they asked me, "Did I want to stay another day?" I stayed another day. So I was right down there in the middle of when everything was going on. But I didn't know. That's why I tell people like Muwap, he was like the main one who they say was the main shooter. He was the one that was like our escort, walking us around through the
Right.
apartments. That on the second day for sure, because we went to all the way to the back of O Block to the dude. His name Gleesh. That's one of King Von's niggas. He got the song called Gleesh Place. And they was filming that video on the second night I was there. But yeah, Muwap, he was one of the ones that was showing us around and shit like that. And all the other ones was in there. I just sent the live to some of my live videos to Steele and shit for the Hood Chronicle stuff just to show them. But yeah, I got the live videos with all these people that a lot of them that was arrested is all in the video too.
Oh wow, yeah. We like to see that over here in the hood. But
Yeah.
so let me ask you, how were they acting about the duck thing? Like, did they even care about it? Or like, something they talked about?
When I was down there, they didn't say they ain't say nothing around me as far as like that. I remember we went to we went out somewhere and they had us meeting. It was like a little bar or something, and it was probably like 20 of us in that motherfucker. And shit, I was just there chilling. I didn't know what was going on. I just know we ended up leaving because I guess something was in there. Like it was some type of tension in there about it. Like I said, the FBG Duck funeral was just that day, the day before, because this was the second day when we went there. So I just knew it was shit going on, but I was new to the circle, so I wasn't trying to overstep my boundaries or be too in the mix. You feel me? So I was just chilling, but that's why they had me there just to over observe and hear shit. So that's what I was more or less doing, just listening and just taking in the information and just seeing how she was working out there, being in the mix.
So what's up with the movie? What's going on with it?
With the King Von movie?
Yeah.
Man, we ain't never get to finish work. Well, we ain't never get to start working on it. The script was done. Everything was getting ready. He was finishing up his album at the time when I was down there. And shit, we had everything ready. We was trying to get ready to start filming, but he was getting his album done. And then they were saying like after his album dropped, we was gonna start working on it. His album dropped like on Halloween. and I had a schedule for him to come to my city, Dayton, Ohio, November 14th. They had paid him, booked him to come because people seen I was working with him and shit. So people booked him to come to a show. He was gonna come perform November 14th, and I was gonna show him my city so he could see my city as far as because they knew they couldn't film the movie in Chicago, like the whole movie. We were just gonna film like the parts in O Block, but like the outside of the streets parts, they was just saying it was up to me to find somewhere to film at. So I was gonna try to get him to film in my city. So that's when he was gonna come November 14th, but he got killed November 6th. So shit, it fucked up everything I had going on.
Wow. So did you write the script? You did write the finish. So you got a script of King Von's song.
Huh?
So you have a script based off of King Von's song.
Yeah. He wanted me to he got the song Crazy Story, and it's 3 parts to the song. So he wanted me to take all 3 parts, and instead of like the short length song, he wanted me to stretch it out to make it a full length movie. So I stretched it all the way out, like how he said I got a drop from this flexing nigga. He from Tennessee. So I made the script and made an actual character of somebody who from Tennessee who in flexing, and made it. The girl helped set it up, so it's like a whole movie set up.
Right, get acted out instead of a video. It's getting acted out.
Yep. So, but we ain't never get to finish it and get it everything going because unfortunately he ended up passing away. Then after he passed, his 100K track, and they were still planning on moving forward with the movie, but they was talking about changing it to more or less more about his life. And I was still supposed to be a part of that also. And they still planning on doing it, just now that he dead, there's a lot of people involved with his estate and different things. And they were trying to figure out if they wanted to make it a full-length movie or a series or along them lines, if they want to add extra writers and different things like that, and how big and who was going to fund it and all that. So a lot of different things is involved in the talk now other than just me, 100K, and King Von.
So the Fentanyl series. What made you do a series of it? Because I heard 50 Cent say, "Don't make movies, make series." What made you do a series?
Man, shit, I had when I got my first movie done, I was trying to keep going, but I ain't want to scare my cameraman off because it took us so long to finish my first movie. But I knew I ain't really know what to do with it. But the only person who had a movie out was Curtis Snow from Snow on the Bluff. Right. So I'm like, man, I need to go holler at him, and I got in touch with him, and he was in Atlanta. And my first movie was about to drop, and I was trying to get Jamal Willard to come to the movie premiere, so I had to go pay him the money to come to the premiere. So I set it up to meet with Jamal Willard and meet with Curtis Snow to film a little scene for this. I was just telling my dude, like, man, this is gonna be a little mini series, just some little shit, you know what I'm saying? But shit, we went down there and shot that scene, and I really was trying to pick Curtis Snow's brain and shit, just trying to see how he released his movie, and he had gave me some tips on how like Netflix had got him, and you know what I'm saying, how he didn't really fuck with them. So I just knew I didn't want to go that route with Netflix, and just wanted to stay on the independent route to figure out some shit. And I had them scenes with him, and I was trying to figure out what I was gonna do with it. I knew I wanted to do a series, but we shot that in 2018. I ain't end up putting the series out to 2023. So it was really like a process to getting it done as far as me and my cameraman. He was going out of town and doing stuff to where we wasn't even working together for a second because he was out of town working on other projects. So I already, like I said, had an idea to work on, do the series. And when me and him linked back up, he wanted to do something else. And I told him I wanted to still get the old stuff done. And I got the series done. And I ain't know if people was going to really like it because I knew that it took me some years. Like I shot some scenes 2018, some scenes 2019, some scenes 2020. You know what I'm saying? But I was able to, the majority I shot 2023, but I was still able to mix it all up to where people couldn't even tell. Like one of my guys died in the middle of filming. You know what I'm saying? So it was just, we didn't even get to finish all his parts. So I still had to make it to where it all made sense. And, you know what I'm saying? So that's
how often are you going to drop the episode? How often you drop?
Well, yeah, like when I first dropped, I dropped 3 episodes. So, like I said, I didn't really know how people was gonna take to it. And once I seen how much they liked it, I'm like, man, I'm gonna keep this going. So right now, I'm in the process of filming season 2. So for this season, I'm planning to drop like 5 or 6 episodes. So it'll probably be 6 based on the all the filming that we've been doing. But I added a lot of people to it who well known in Detroit. And like I said, my dude Krim from Memphis, who we mentioned earlier, he in it. Kiva, who was in the Dirty D, she in it. My dude Tristan, my guy, I don't know if people know, he got the long 2 braids. A lot of people know him for that. I
Yeah.
got
My boy Kurt, he played Kurt, right?
yep. I got him in there. I actually got Queen Key from Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah, I got her in it. She came to Dayton, and I ended up getting her to do a scene. I got a lot of people. I don't even want to get to
You know
names.
what I'm missing though?
Hmm.
Because I watched all 3 episodes. You like need a real like old school Chicago OG in it.
Yeah,
Not too old, but you know, like one like you do podcasts and stuff, different
yeah,
stuff. And you
yeah.
know, somebody like that, you know, like somebody that reps the hood, like the hierarchy. Did he hang up when I'm trying to get my role? Y'all, he's coming back. Y'all get in these comments and tell him he need to put me on that fentanyl. Okay. Well, I said that wrong. I told them to get in the comments and tell you need to put me on that fentanyl, but I didn't mean it like that. I don't mean but yeah, man, when I watch fentanyl, it's like, wow. I'm like, this could be bigger than Power if he keep going with it, man. It's like
Yeah.
it's
That's what I've
really,
been telling people too.
yeah, it's like it ain't the soap opera stuff though. It's like it's really you really putting it together how it go down in the hood, and it's like I'd be amazed, man. I'd be amazed. Let's just jump to this because this is amazing too, y'all. He got so many movies, man. I can do this with him all day. Okay, let me just say this. I gotta ask this because what made you pick Clifton Powell to be in?
Clifton Powell, man. Yeah, he in my movie Up in the Club. I picked him because I honestly picked him because of my mom. I was doing a lot of these different movies and getting these different people, and my mom, she ain't know who none of them was and shit like that. So I was just trying to. She was watching some show called Saints and Sinners one day,
Right.
and I came in there and seen her watching it, and I just always be telling her different people that I had in my movies, and she ain't. Like I said, she ain't never know who they was. So I'm like, man, I wanted to do something that she get somebody who I knew she was gonna know. So that was my,
Man,
and I just wanted
to
to,
the queen, man. Made you go grab Clifton Powell. That's
yeah,
dope, man. You got a lot. So when you decided to do this cartoon, when you called me like, hey man, I got a cartoon, I want Crunchy on it. I'm like, a cartoon? Like, who makes a cartoon? Right. And you had him, you like sent the script, and I was in the studio when he did it, right? I'm like, what? Then when I seen what you did, I'm like, wow, he got a cartoon like with all the rappers and stuff like. How did you come up with that?
man, yeah, that was more or less the same thing. Like it was this. That's based on my life, and like I said, I had the original idea when I said I was gonna do it like a child support movie, and I ended up putting part of it in my got my hustle up, but I know I didn't touch on everything because I was really living this shit and really had a whole lot of child support stories to tell, and it got to the point like I came to where I really was ready to kill my baby mamas and shit at some point in time. So I was fighting with those feelings, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, I gotta try to channel this energy and shit. But as far as with the cartoon, I always had the idea, but I ain't know nobody who really made cartoons. And I got somebody to do my little logo, and I posted on Facebook, and I just play it like cartoon coming soon. And one of my partners, he reached out to me like, man, I know somebody do animation. And I reached out to him, my dude Juan Adams, Adams Club. shit, he said he'd do some stuff for me. The first it was only gonna be like 3 minutes. I just did like a little trailer, and once I seen how that came out, I started doing more. And at first I did all the voices. I was doing all the voices myself because I ain't want to put no money into it. But then when I got ready to drop it, I'm like, man, let me go ahead and try to put some money into it. I'm like, man, I reached out to Michael Blackson. Like, they asked him to be the PO, and that's how I came up with everything. Like, I'll be hitting people up. I hit Michael Blackson up, and his manager would respond by like, man, all right, man, he'll do it, man. Just send over the, you gotta send the script right now. But I don't be having the script, so I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, man, what I'm gonna have him do? So I'm like, man, I'm just gonna have it, and it just, I be saying that. That's how I know it's meant to be. Like, God would just tell me, like, I'm making the PO. Then I just start texting. I just typed the stuff up in my phone and sent it, and then I sent him the script of what I needed to say. And I did that same thing with you. Like, when you asked me, when I hit you up and you said, I just, damn, what I'm gonna have it. Then he responded. What I'm gonna
So wait a minute. So you hit me up, telling me you want this dude to be in it, and you ain't even had what you want him to say yet.
Nah, I really wasn't even gonna. The honest to God truth, my animator, it was already almost done because that's in episode 4. So I already had. I was trying to do 4 episodes, so I already had episode 1, 2, 3, and I had 4 almost done. But I'm like, man, I need to add somebody. I didn't know if I'm gonna add somebody else or not. But my animator, he had just said something like, "Yeah, man, that would have been sweet if you would have got Country Black or something. That's my favorite rapper." And he just said that, and I'm like. And I knew I wanted to do something. I think I had the song already with the chat. I can't remember, but I'm like, man, I'm about to hit both of them. But I hit you up, and when you said that, I ended up hitting the chat up, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna put them together. So it all just become like a lot of that shit. Everything I had people doing for the cartoon was all like basically like kind of freestyle because it just be like I didn't even know what character I was gonna have them play. So, but it was just meant to be. That's how I know.
How do you get your work acted though? I remember talking to you, and I just always be out of town. You like, man, I will come to Chicago. We can lay it out. And you've been in Chicago working on another movie. What's that movie?
Yeah, I came to be. I was like it's my dude Bo Deal's movie. It's called Tyrant Like Father Like Son. This part 2, and I actually was like an extra. I still consider extra. I had like 2 or 3 scenes, but I wasn't really saying that in this one. But I just was like one of the members and shit in there. So I was cool with that, and that's the one thing too. Like even like when I came, like they only to this day I still don't even think bro know who I am like that. Like as far as like I don't be coming on set like man I got 10 movies I done did these and I just be hitting them up like man can I trying to come be in your movie like man shit you come down here I get the rental drive down there. You know what I'm saying? I don't just because I got all these movies that I don't be tripping about. I ain't got no words in this. You feel me? A lot of people be having pride to where they don't want to. They got too much pride to just be an extra and shit. I was proud to be an extra and shit.
You definitely can flex if you want to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's why I'm building my resume and just expanding my reach. Because every movie I done did, like even like I did this one, like now, hopefully Bo Deal put me in the series for Tyra. I talked to him about that. So I'm just really just building my relationships and building with people just so I can just keep on expanding my reach and be able to get some of my people in my city in his shit. He get some of his people in my shit. You know what I'm saying? Cross promo.
I was watching your movies though, so how long have you been in acting classes? Like how many acting classes?
Man, I ain't took no. I haven't took no acting classes till this year. I took like a Zoom acting class in Atlanta. I did a casting in Atlanta, and they wanted me to. They liked me, but as a criteria for being a part of that, they little film thing. They wanted you to take an acting class, so it was like a part of their program for free. So I did the little 4-week acting class. But other than that, I haven't really took no acting classes. But that one was a good one for me. It gave me some insight that I didn't have. But I've been working on movies for so long, and just being around so many different actors, I really done became in love with the craft. But I actually just got finished talking to somebody. I think I'm about to do this acting class next week in Detroit, the 12th and the 13th. So I'm trying to take it more serious and get into some bigger acting class so I can get some bigger roles.
What's a role that you would like to say that you think would be like challenging for you, or you think you could do?
I don't know. I think with the proper preparation, I know I can do anything. I can't really think of a role off top. Like as far as I ain't doing anything as far as no any roles, so I take that back. I ain't doing any roles. So you know what I'm saying? Like no gay shit or no shit like that. No defense to the gay, but I'm certain shit I ain't doing on no shit like
Right.
that. But as far as like range with acting and shit, I feel like I can go there with a lot of that shit, and people gonna see that in some of my upcoming movies where I act a little more in these other projects. And even like my movie with Clifton Powell, I don't I got a smaller role in that, but that's my own movie. So even though they be my movies, I don't just make myself the main star in the movies, even though I could. So it's like at first, and when I was first doing the movies, I didn't really like my acting at first, but once I started but now once I was in this movie in Detroit and I seen how people gravitated to that, I'm like, let me take this more serious. So you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't just off top just trying to be an actor and put myself in as the main characters and shit like that.
Dope. Yeah, man. You got to get me on that fentanyl, man. I can see me on fentanyl. I can
Yeah.
see me on fentanyl. Okay. That ain't nothing to play with, y'all. But hey, I'm saying it. So, man, I just can't believe your resume, man. When I look at it, I'm like, man, he just a hard working son of a dog, man. You just go, 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 go. So with this cartoon, who played Buff Daddy, man? I just gotta know, man, with everything that's going on.
Said
Who
Buff
played
Daddy.
Buff? Yeah.
Man, Buff Daddy, that was my dude G Field. Yeah, that's one of my
He did good.
yeah. He a slick talking nigga. That's one of my niggas I grew up looking up to, bro, man. Yeah, he got he like the E40 type nigga in my city type shit. He got the lingo for real.
Yeah, man, you like that. I was just watching like, man, I'm just impressed. I was telling my little homie last night, like, man, this dude is the truth, man. I'm like, he's gonna be a problem, and that's what it's about. People got to know you doing it, man. You're doing it. Tell them where they can find you at.
Man, you can find me on Instagram at Jason DBKS, Facebook Jason Hampton. I also got a page Jason DBKS on Facebook. Also YouTube Jason DBKS Films, Snapchat Jason DBKS. My website gotmyhustleup.com will be back up and running. I'm gonna drop. It's gonna relaunch on Halloween, so I'm getting the last tweaks together for that. So be on the lookout for that.
Where can we find that music at?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm about to drop all my soundtracks for all my movies this week. I'm gonna drop all of them. Like I got my Fuck Child Support soundtrack. It's already on all platforms. If you just put in F Child Support, all the majority of songs, all the ones that's mine, is on there. 17 songs that I got that's off the Fuck Child Support soundtrack. But I'm about to release the Down to a Dollar, PUA, Fit Now, and the Got My Hustle Up soundtracks. I'm about to release all of them online now because I had to get everything together with all the music and all
I
that
can't
shit.
just let you say PUA, man. Tell them what PUA.
PUA, that stands for Pandemic Unemployment Assistance. That's one of my movies, man. Y'all got to check that out. It's about the pandemic money the government was giving out during the corona when it first started before the PPP.
Right. Man, you just touch on everything that's in the hood. That's why I had to tell you on hood hierarchy, man. Because you touch on all the hood topics, man. You're so dope, man. You got to come back. You got to get me in a movie. I don't mind being on that fentanyl, like I keep saying. I got. We got to shout out to people who checked in. So many people were sitting up. Just shouts out to everybody. This is what y'all do. If y'all really support us, when this is over, leave a comment on YouTube for me. Just leave a comment on YouTube. Y'all. Leave a comment. We gotta get this guy in the algorithm pumping, pumping, pumping. It's time for the Midwest to bring the trophy home. So I support it, support it. So we in, and everybody hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe, hit that bell. But We end every episode one way and one way only, man. I say, what's your hood? You tell us where you from. So, what's the hood?
5 votes.
Hey, Uncle Beats, it's Maya sending you a big congratulations on your 100th episode of Hood Hierarchy.